Hello, my dear children. Myself, L.K. Tripathi from LPM Public School. Dear children, today we shall discuss about History Chapter 8. The topic is Srimanta Shankardeva. Who was Srimanta Shankardeva? This explanation will give us a lot of information about him. Before this video, we have discussed much more about many Indian saints who praised, who spread their knowledge to the Indian society earlier. In the same concern, we are going to study about other different saints in this video. Let's get started. Srimanta Shankardeva was a famous Bhakti saint from Assam. Around the 16th century, he founded the religious sect known as Mahapurushya Dharma. He born in Assam near about the 16th century and founded a religious sect जिसे हम महापुरुषिया धर्म कहते हैं. He opposed the caste system and staged on social synthesis. His verses about the glory of Lord Krishna continue to be popular even today. The Kirtan Ghosha is his most renowned work. Every verse he wrote was a reflection of the concept of bhakti, composed in extremely simple language. Next Dharma Guru, the Sikh Gurus. The Sikhs are the disciple of their 10 Gurus. Guru Nanak was the first and Guru Gobind Singh was the last Guru. Guru Gobind Singh is credited with the formation of the Khalsa in 1699. It was a disciplined brotherhood of the members of the community who were required to carry weapons and protect their faith and community wherever necessary. Every member of the Khalsa had to have 5 distinctive things on his person: Kangha, Kada, Kaksha and Kirpan. The teachings of Guru Nanak and additional hymns of subsequent Gurus were compiled by Guru Arjan Dev. These hymns and teachings are preserved in the Adi Granth, known as the Guru Granth Sahib, the holy book of the Sikhs. Women Bhakti saints. The Bhakti movement saw as influx of human saints who express their devotion and love for God through the medium of bhajans. In the process, it gave human the space to express their opinions. Akka Mahadevi and Andal were 2 important human saints of South India. Akka Mahadevi was a Veer Saivite saint famous for her vachanas and her complete rejection of the material world to surrender herself to Shiva. Andal was the only female alvar saint from Tamil Nadu. She is credited with the great Tamil work Tirupavai and Nachiyar Tirumoji in honor of Vishnu. Saint Janabai was a Marathi poet saint born into a low caste Shudra family. She was a great devotee of Lord Vithala at Pandharpur, looking upon him as her friend and constant companion who guided her in life. Another female Bhakti saint, Ganga Sati, wrote in Gujarati. She addressed her bhajans to Pannabai, her daughter-in-law, whom she wished would follow the path of bhakti. The poet saint Ratanbai also wrote bhakti poetry and worked on the spinning wheel. One of the most famous female poet saints was Mirabai. Although she was married to the Rana of Mewar, her life was dedicated to the worship of Lord Krishna. Her songs, composed to simple rhythms with a repeated refrain, are collected in the Padavali. The Sufi movement, the term Islam means submission to the will of God. It was founded in Arabia in the 7th century by Prophet Muhammad. A fine piece of literature in the Arabic language, the Quran comprises prayers, hymns, and stories relating to the life and teachings of the Prophet. As per the instructions given in the Quran, the Muslims pray 5 times a day, facing Makkah. Their prayers are referred to as namaz. They fast from dawn to dusk during the month of Ramadan, which is known as Roja. A visit to Makkah, the birthplace of Prophet Muhammad, at least once during a Muslim's lifetime, is known as Hajj. A certain amount of money to be set aside for the purpose of charity is zakat. This is the Muslim religion. Now, next we shall see the case study where we shall know about the Kabir's life. Who was Kabir? One of the earliest and most influential Bhakti saints of North India was Kabir, the son of a Hindu widow who abandoned him after his birth. He was brought up in the house of a Muslim weaver, where he learned the profession of weaving. He resided in Banaras, where he came in contact with both Hindu and Muslim saints. He stays on the unity of God, whom he called by several names such as Govinda, Hari, Shain, Shahi, Allah, and Rama. He denounced idol worship, ritualistic practices, pilgrimages, and participating in formal worship, upholding the fundamental equality among human beings. He opposed all kinds of discrimination, rejected caste superstitions, and the practice of untouchability. The reform of the individual under the guidance of a guru or teacher was emphasized. Kabir praised humanity, reverence, peace, and love as necessary attributes to achieve unity with God. His self composed couplets called Dohas enlighten us about his life and philosophy. The principal tenets of Kabir's teachings are collected in Bijaka. Now Guru Nanak and Sikhs. Guru Nanak's teachings came to form the basis of a new faith known as Sikhism. The followers of Sikhism are known as Sikhs. The word Sikh is derived from the Sanskrit word Shiksha, meaning a disciple. Guru Nanak was born in Talwandi, northwest of Lahore, in 1469. Even as a young boy, Nanak's mystic and contemplative bent of mind attracted him to the company of saints and sadhus. He composed hymns, singing them to the accompaniment of a stringed instrument known as rabab. Guru Nanak laid emphasis on one God, twiceness of character, and conduct and the need of a guru or teacher. He strongly denounced superstitions, idol worship, and other formal observances of various faiths. His idea of liberation was the pursuit of an active life with a strong sense of social commitment, irrespective of their former creed, caste, or gender. His followers are together in the common kitchen called langar. The sacred space thus created by Guru Nanak was known as Dharmashala, which is now known as Gurdwara. In this way, we have discussed much more about the teaching of different saints who preach their knowledge to the society of India. Rest we shall discuss in the next video tomorrow. Till then, goodbye.